Hey everyone, I'm Mitch and welcome to the Legendary Galaxy. Today I'm going to be making a hole in the wall for my new toy. Let's get started. So I got this guy for Christmas from my wife, and it is really cool. It's from the Disney parks. He moves and talks, and so I wanted to have a little home for him in my room, so specifically a shop like in The Mandalorian. I'm going to make the shop door right here because on the other side of it I have an empty storage room, so it gives me a place to put it. So I started off printing the door and had a lot of problems with the printing, so I taped some supports, but I got there finally. And with the 3D print done, I'm just going to trace on the wall where I need to cut out the wall. And I'm just using an oscillating tool. This is the first time I've used one of these. I really think it's a cool tool. So I got it cut open into the storage room. And I just want to make sure the fit is working. And there it is. And I think even if you just had a picture behind it, it would still look cool. I started by sanding this with my rotary sander, getting it all smoothed out, and then primed it with filler primer. I went the easy route and just went with a pre-made IKEA cabinet. Then I sanded and primered the inside of the box. I also used wood filler to fix other imperfections with the print. After sanding it, I painted it black, and I didn't show that step. This is the first time I'm using this chrome lacquer, and this is the first time I've used an airbrush before, and I just kept layering on this silver over the top of the gloss black, and I thought it looked really cool. It's the look I was going for. And then when that was done, I weathered it, put some brown paint in there to get the grime and dirt in, just dabbing it on and wiping some off. I ended up using some alcohol ink to make it look like some oil had spilled from a droid. Now I'm using my airbrush again to just give some texture and different colors to the walls, just to make it look a little bit more like maybe cement. So I'm making floor tiles out of this EVA foam, and I'm just cutting the edges and roughing them up, cutting like cracks into the foam. And when it starts to look like a tile, I just get a piece of foil and just push down and make more imperfections all over the piece. And I did that many times. So now I'm just hot gluing down the foam. I think it's working how I wanted it to. And now I'm just taking a little sponge. It's kind of hard to see in my hand, but it's a little natural sponge. And I'm just dabbing grays and different colors and some browns to just give it more of a stone look and feel. And then I 3D printed and primed all kinds of parts for inside the shop, and I'll leave a link below, but I just started painting those. Some are pipes and some are just like little greeblies and just different things to make them look like they're from Star Wars. So I got these Lego lights off Amazon. It was around 20 bucks for these, I believe, a little in that price range. And they blink and light up, and there's different colors. So this was a Millennium Falcon set. I kind of planned on how to use those, and you can see I just drilled it out, pushed it in the back, and mounted it. And it's okay if you still see the wires, I thought, because I'm going to just have wires and everything going all over. And then I just started gluing in these different pieces that I had painted to make it look like a shop. And then I had this base from a Hot Toys that I'm not using, and I wanted this to be like a workbench. And so I lit it up from underneath, and I have this Dio droid that doesn't really work, but I thought it looked cool if he was going to be repaired on here. So now I'm just drilling a hole in the top to put these Lego lights in for the lights above. You can see I've already installed one in the back, and all I did was hot glue them and put the lights in these little hockey lights, I think is what they are. I found and printed them, and I thought it's working good. So here's where I'm at, and I was looking at it, looked way too empty. So I printed some more things and painted them just to make it look a lot more crowded and like a shop. Then I added some wires and hoses into it also, just to give it a more workshopy look. And then I thought this bench was looking a little plain, so I glued some random pieces. And at this point, everything looked too clean, so I needed to dirty it up and grime it up and get this looking like it's actually a used workshop. Adding dirt and grime to the floor, like oil that's been spilled, continuing that theme, and just making all these props look like they're part of the Star Wars universe. Then I started with my silver paint to give things scratches. Gotta get the lights looking a little dirty too. And once I turned on the lights, it was what I was wanting. All the lights shining and ready to go. So I put it into place, and if you get down and look inside and look around, it's exactly what I was hoping for. A little workshop just in the side of my room. So thanks for joining me again. Remember to like and subscribe, and come back next time when we do another Star Wars project.